Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol MNGA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like through this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation, makes summarizing the price action pretty straightforward. So if you say, Clay, look, summarize the price action today, I would say pump and dump on thin ice. Now, I'm not saying pump and dump in the sense of this company's being run out of some bunker in North Korea. I'm just making that statement based solely on how the price acted today. And my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price goes back to where it was, or in some cases lower. So let's just first kind of figure out where all this started. And for me, it started when it broke out above this previous area of resistance right here around 98 cents. You can see right here a bunch of times price tried to get above it, couldn't quite do it. So that was a former area of resistance, but with the gap up today, in technical jargon, we would call that, a technical breakout. So that is where I would define the starting point. So let's go through the definition. Price makes a really nice move. Well, as we just discussed, it started right there, went all the way up there. I'm assuming we can all agree that was a really nice move. Second part of the definition, within a relatively short amount of time. Considering this all happened in the same day, once again, I'm hoping we can agree that this all indeed did happen in a short amount of time. The price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. Now, this is where the thin ice comes into play, because to be fair to the bulls, if the thin ice point holds, then that could start to produce some good solid things. Now, this of course assumes you care about a big picture perspective, but the thin ice point is essentially right down here around the 97, 98 cents mark. So let's say this happens again. Price comes down here, walks along thin ice, and then starts to head back up. To be fair to the bulls, what would that give you from a big picture perspective? Well, that'd give you a set of lows right here. That'd give you a base of lows down there. If you picture each of these as stair steps, well, hey, now you have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. However, if the price comes down here, walks along thin ice points, breaks through the thin ice point, and then continues on down, what do you have in that situation? You would literally have the price going right back inside of the range that it just broke out of. And not to insult your intelligence, but when price movements are going back to where they all started, that is not a good sign of strength. That is not a true sign of strength, right? Price movements with genuine power are going to progress forward, not go back to where they were. So you can't quite call it a full-blown pump and dump, but the bulls don't have that much room. I mean, they got a little bit of an opportunity to still build that higher stair step, that higher base. So we'll see if they can get the job done or not and stay above that thin ice point. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.